Two, one, two, three. We're just relaxing today. See if anybody's gonna pop in. My leg's too sore to go do any streaming today. So I need a breather today. The leaves are nice and yellow. I need about a 1 hour stream. If it's possible. We will do. If it's not, we'll find another way. Leaves are yellow. It's nice and cool, not too hot. I'm having a cup of coffee. I got a little bit more hope for my visa now. I was told I got it's a strong country, so I just gotta fix things, that's all. I won't get denied. What else? I don't know. I'll have to check who's playing football tonight. Yeah, okay. Still making content. My hours doubled already in 2 weeks, which is not bad. I went from 42 to 91. So I got a lot of hope now. Once my visa is approved, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm not giving up. Jesus said, don't give up. Move forward. You see dogs walking by. I don't know if any streams are going on right now. Any major streams? Maybe people are just busy. That could be it too. I wonder if my subs are sleeping. Hi. How you doing, gamer? What's that? AK Gamer 99. You played that game off the grid? I was looking at that other night. I was looking at that one game called Off the Grid. Oh my god, so cute. What is that? Darly Sweater. Oh, what you guys up to today? What country are you guys from? Let's see how many people are from different countries. I'm streaming from Canada. Edmonton, Alberta. The yellow leaves look so nice right now. USA! How's my American friends? What are you guys up to? Oh, we got India. We got AK Gamer India. We got American. Awesome. USA. College football tonight and tomorrow. I can't wait for football. NFL Sunday. NHL hockey tonight. No, let's not get in politics with people. I don't like the politics on here. Let's have fun and talk about things. They always spam free Palestine. I don't like the spam. But anyway, let's talk about sports this weekend. Or even tonight. We got the NHL hockey going. We got college football tonight and tomorrow. We got NFL Sunday. So, anyone want to talk about anything like that? We're going to talk. But we're staying out of politics. No politics. So, any big games in college football this weekend? I'm watching from South Africa. Oh, South Africa. I know that South Africans are very smart in crypto. Oh, that's okay. No problem, my friend. Just kidding for time pass. Okay. Who's Fred? Daddy. I take my words back. Why are you taking your words back? How am I joking? It's all good. Yo, what's up? What's up, Jacob? Haven't seen you for a couple of days. Actually, where I'm from Canada, actually. Edmonton, Alberta. How's everything, Jacob? What's going on? I'm from Canada. Been working? Oh, awesome. What kind of work you do? You're in Canada? I thought you were in Ohio. No, I'm in Canada. I'm pure Canadian. That's why it's cold here already. So I seen parts of the Florida hurricane. Oh, that looked bad. Feel sorry for everyone up there. Oh, that's okay. Manager of seafood? Awesome. How's that job going? I'm not working right now. I'm getting ready for travel. So unfortunately, I don't have a job right now. But I worked all year long. I did a lot of crazy hours this year. I started working, what was that, March till the end of summer. I was working like 12-hour days. I was on like 12 on, 2 days off. Oh, unfortunately, I shouldn't tell you how much I made per hour. Might feel guilty. I was making $52 an hour Canadian. That's without overtime. My Fridays were time and a half. Saturday and Sunday was double time. So I made some killer money in a short time. But that's an oil field. Oh yeah, my bills are expensive. I live okay. I don't stress my bills over, but some of my friends, their rent is like $3,000 a month. Some of their mortgages are like 2,500 a month. I travel so much, so I don't really consider one place home. Like for me here, my rent is about 1,000, I think. 450? That's insane. That's very cheap for America. 450 American. Oh my God, that's a deal and a half. That's a two-bedroom apartment. A one-bedroom apartment goes here for about $1,000 a month now. Maybe the lowest might be like 850, 900, but nothing cheaper than that. Yeah, that's probably why your wages are $13 an hour there. It's the cost of living. I understand that part. But you still pay all your bills for $13 an hour on $450 a month. That's less stress than here. What time is this here? It's probably like 4 p.m. or a little bit after 4 p.m. An apartment is 575 to 600 a month. A trailer even cheaper. Okay. Those prices, we used to pay those prices in the late 90s and early 2000s. Then everything just skyrocketed. I remember apartments used to be $350 here, 1997. But now they're like so expensive. Uh, I imagine there's a lot of good areas in the States. So West Virginia. I like watching you guys' football team sometimes. There's Virginia and there's West Virginia. I try to watch football almost every college football team. There's like over 100 college football teams. That's crazy, huh? I think it's like 130 some teams in, in college football. Basketball probably have even more. Yeah. Like I live cheap right now because I wait to travel a lot. I don't overspend while I'm in Canada. So I spend about $2,800 a month and I save the rest of my money. Kentucky used to be part of Virginia. Oh, I didn't know that at one point. Well, just one massive state. So you guys have one huge state. Well, that's not too bad. Yeah, here it used to be like Western Canada and Eastern Canada. Now you have like how many provinces? The East used to be like Upper Canada and Lower Canada. That was the French and English. Here is not no shortage of work. There's so much work, not enough workers, like skilled workers. I mean, some I know some snobs from the East. You know, Toronto people are actually very rude. They think like they act like they're from New York City. That's how Toronto is. If you ever been to New York, you get to like the upper class people, a little bit snobby. That's how Toronto is. Same thing. But if you go more west, it's actually people are more friendlier, more friendly people in the west. But the farther east you go, you get that. I used to work with a lot of Americans up here when we were building some of these refineries. Like I think it was the early 2000s. I was working at Syncrude. We had about 300 Americans here from different unions. And same thing about 2013 when I worked at Scotford. We had a lot of Americans. We do have the Stampede. That's Calgary. I'm just south of Calgary. I'm like 2 hours from there. Calgary south, then a little bit north is Edmonton. I stay from Saskatchewan and on West Canadians get cooler. Yeah, actually, yeah. People are more laid back in the West. See, the West is more like your blue collar workers, like construction, oil field, all that kind of stuff. Farmers, yeah, and all the factories and stuff like Eastern Canada. If I moved anywhere in Canada, I'd go to Saskatoon or Calgary. I wouldn't really go to Saskatoon if I you. I'd go more to Calgary. Calgary is a little bit better area. Even outside of Calgary, it's not too bad. I've been to Saskatoon. Oh, you're talking about Saskatchewan. Maybe Regina. Regina would be a nice place. That'd probably be just right. Regina would be a good place. But Saskatoon, I wouldn't. I wouldn't move there. A lot of homeless and crime there, huh? A lot of drugs in Saskatoon. But Calgary's pretty good. Yeah. So if I had a lot of money, if I could live anywhere in Canada would be Vancouver. That would be my first choice, or Vancouver Island. Sounds like West Virginia. Oh, maybe everywhere. We got a lot of places like that with a lot of drugs. Even Toronto is a big place for drugs and everything. Well, Vancouver kind of looks like Seattle, huh? Because Seattle's not too far away from Victoria Island from Canada, so it's kind of similar. Same thing like Portland, Seattle. It's like a version of Western Canada, like the West Coast. Like Vancouver, Victoria, they're nice places to live right off the coast. I'd love to live off the coast. Move out to the Yukon. Some parts of the Yukon not bad, but the winters, I wouldn't be able to handle the winters. The winters get very cold. But you know, cost of living there is extremely expensive. Because I remember they used to say a 4 liter jug of milk used to cost like $20. It's Canadian, Alaska. Alaska just, that's American part, huh? Alaska is all American. You guys bought Alaska from Russia, huh? 1 liter, 1 liter is how many gallons? I forgot how much in gallons, but anyway, 4 liters is like, I'm not sure it's double in gallons. I think gallons would be like 8 or 2. I can't remember. But anyway, it's not a lot, but that's expensive for a small amount. You guys go everything by gallons, huh? I see. In subs, did your visa go through? It's still in process, but I was talking to somebody. They said I should get it, but early next week. They said since I'm from a Western country, shouldn't be no problem. Highway, yeah, just because they're so far from everything else, and to transfer for the food in, it costs a lot of money to the Yukon. Because they got to fly everything in, huh? I love happy endings, but it's not guaranteed yet till I actually see it. Even though they said I should get it early next week. Yeah, it's like everything. Anything you gotta fly in. Yeah, that too. Like the farther north you go, it starts to get more expensive. Just because of transportation. Everything has to be flown in. I used to work in a gold mine in the Yukon, huh? That's how I know all the prices there. Yeah, north can get very expensive. It's nice during the summer, but I wouldn't want to live during the winter. So Alaska too is probably very expensive, huh? I worked with a couple guys from Alaska when we had all the Americans working up here. I worked with a lot of guys from Alabama, Michigan, Minnesota, California, Florida, all over the states. I got to see guys from all different unions. So that was pretty cool. Then I seen some of them back, and I first met a lot of those guys in like 2008 and 9. Then I seen them again in like 2015. We had some big jobs here we couldn't do by ourselves, so we hired Americans. So that was pretty good, pretty nice back then. I always wanted to go work in America, but I never ever did. I know other Canadians that did. Yeah, the coal mines, huh? I worked in a coal mine at once. I think they produced coal. It was all dirty with asbestos and everything, huh? So I think that was one of my first jobs. But now that plant is closed, huh? We removed all the asbestos years later. It was a fair sized plant for my first job ever. I think it had when I was there, we were doing a shutdown. It had about 150, 200 just insulators alone, like in my trade. There was like 1,000 people on site. Yeah, there's some really good jobs in those big plants. They got almost every trade, huh? They got laborers, boil makers, pipe fitters, electricians, iron workers, insulators, sheet metal, drivers, teamsters. How's you doing? How's Asia? How you doing? We're just talking about work and everything, different work sites. Iron work would be a good trade to get into. I say an easier trade to get into would be the insulators. Still pays good money. You don't really need that high of education as long as you got like grade 10, basic math. It's not like over. It's not really hard work, but it's like a craft. A little bit of skill, but once you get into it, you'll enjoy the trade. I'm going. Oh, I'm doing good. I took it easy today. Yeah, like grade 10, not even high school. Maybe it's different there, but in Canada, that's all you needed to get into the trade was like grade 10. Basic math, geometry, fractions. So it didn't really take much education for in the trades. Yeah, grade 10, yeah, that's like high school. I know, like now, more places want like grade 12, like you to finish high school before you can get into the trades. Not everywhere, but some places require that. You're like 15 to 6. Yeah, I'm just talking about like the math wise. You just need the basic math. You don't need no algebra or anything like that. As long as you know geometry math, fractions, how to read a measuring tape. I watched some of it, but I never really got into it, huh? I watched some of the Trailer Park Boys, but it wasn't really my thing of a show. Isn't there another one called like Duck Duck or something like that? I can't remember. I liked that one. Huge in America, not so much in Canada. Yeah, I imagine some Canadians like it. Like for me, I watch more sports than anything, and education. I like to watch travel stuff and how to make money online. Those are my kind of things I watch. Other than that, I'm not much of a TV person. I'll watch sports. Marco, what you doing, Marco? How you doing? How's your night? Yeah, actually a nice day today. Weather is better today, but in the morning it was cold, but now it's not too bad. The change of weather in Canada, this sucks. You can't predict the weather 1 hour to the next hour. Yeah. So what you guys doing tonight? Any plans? I took it easy today. I went out for coffee in the morning. I didn't do much streaming today. I just did a small stream in the morning, and that was about it. It's not bad. I restarted my YouTube channel 2 weeks ago. I think I only had like 40 watch hours. Now I'm over 100. My subs is growing. I had in those 2 weeks I had over 100 subs. And then, so the watch hours are going. They're climbing up there fast now. If I can maintain that, I'll be doing pretty good. Free California. What happened to California? Why are you free in California? I thought they're doing good. Good morning. It's afternoon here now and morning there. So you're just having coffee. Yeah, night starts first at 12:30 a.m. Is that morning for you or is that night? So we got 3 people on, 5 likes, not too bad. Now we got 2 people on. Afternoon is nice here actually. I guess it'll just be college football tonight. Should be some games like at 5 o'clock or 7 p.m. His name is Malone. He's from Halifax, but lives in Toronto currently. Guys, and he's actually a dick, makes fun of people who don't read. He has a airplane. Well, you're always going to get those kind of people, that make fun of other people. There's always going to be ignorant people, arrogant people. They don't realize someone had a hard pass or something like that. You never judge anyone by that. The guy can't read, might not be his fault. Well, you must be meeting the Eastern Canadians, like from the big cities. I hope all Canadians are not like that, but you never know. Well, actually, I don't blame you because a lot of times I'll try to talk to people when I'm walking around, and they just walk right past me, like on the streets. Roll it down with coal, a lot of coal, huh? For us, we ship you guys a lot of bitumen oil, huh? It's bitumen, huh? That's like the raw material. Then you guys make it into oil when we send it down to the States. You guys make it into heavy crude oil. So the Americans buy the bitumen from us, from the tar oil sands, and they turn it into oil. Yeah, that would be, yeah. It was a big red train. Yeah, it's probably from sending some kind of oil or coal or grain or something. I think it's a CPN or something like that. Canadian Pacific Rail. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I wanted to take a long train ride through the States, but it costs so much money. It's a lot cheaper to fly than to take it, huh? Same thing like from Western Canada to Eastern Canada, costs like $3,000. So I just figured not even worth the money not worth the money to do it. No, just some states. That's what North America is missing. Train system, trains that go everywhere, like Japan. Yeah, if you don't have a car, then you can't go nowhere. Pretty much, huh? That's how it is. But I figure if they had the train system like Japan, oh, it would be a lot better. You'd get places faster. You starve in the winter. Can't make the. Yeah, that's true. If you didn't have a car, you wouldn't make it to the grocery store when it's cold. But now we got Uber in Canada, so you can get anything here. Don't even have to leave your house. They'll bring it right to your doorstep. Uber does all your grocery shopping, brings all your takeout. Yeah, I think every big city has at least one major airport in Canada. But they're so expensive. That's the thing. It's not like the States where you can fly to the next state for like less than $100. Here it costs a lot of money. Sometimes from Edmonton to Calgary it can cost you like $300, and that's not even far. How big is West Virginia? What's the biggest city there? How many people? Okay. I think we if I flew from Edmonton to Calgary, it would be like a 35, 40 minute flight. I'm doing the biggest 47K. Okay. So that's kind of like a smaller city. Yeah, it's not really like a city that's over 200,000 or 300,000 or half a million. So you're lucky you even have an airport there. Most cities that size here don't even have an airport. Yeah, LA is big. How big is Los Angeles? Like 10, 12 million? Just Los Angeles by itself. New York is like 15 million. I was in Manila. That's about 15 million. That's one big city. It's like 16 cities in one city. That's how big Manila is. I couldn't believe how big that place was. But you only got like a few nice place. Then rest of the city is just completely poor. A lot of poor in that Manila. But you got BGC and Makati, which is like nicer than some of our cities. They take care of those two cities. And the rest of it just looks extremely poor. Poverty. Airport called Jaeger. My brother landed it from South Carolina after a meal. Oh, okay. Well, I was watching some of those old military videos on YouTube. I was watching the Vietnam War today. I was watching how it all happened. Actually, the French started that war, huh? Then they lost to North Vietnam. Then Vietnam, North Vietnam and South Vietnam were fighting. America got involved somehow, so it wouldn't be communist with Russia and China. Pretty good video. These boot camp. Oh yeah, yeah. That would look like a brutal war. So many young people died. Like the Vietnam War. You see when I think they dumped that orange agent on northern Vietnam, where the crops couldn't grow nothing or anything like that. It was like poisonous. After the war, a lot of people had cancer and deformed kids were born. So it was weird. It was crazy. Well, they were fighting with Vietnam first, huh? The French. You guys colonized Vietnam first. Yeah, that was actually theirs. Vietnam belonged to the French first, I think. Then America got involved because of the communists there. They didn't want the communists to take over Southeast Asia. That war lasted a long time. When did America leave? Like 1972, and was it 60s and or late 50s they got the war started. That war went on for a long time. Yeah, it was something like that. And all the other countries like Laos and Cambodia. You know, they after that war they were so poor, but their economy grew so fast after losing a bad war. Like they were considered like third world country, even poorer than the Philippines. And now they're doing way better than the Philippines. It was insane how fast our country grew. They renamed Saigon Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, I guess that's kind of like NATO, huh? If one of your allies go to war, you got to step in. They still call it Saigon. Like the southern people refuse to call it Ho Chi Minh. It's just the northern people call it Ho Chi Minh, huh? I know a lady. She was born. Where was she born? Northern Vietnam. She's an older lady, huh? She told me a lot of crazy stories because she came to Canada when she was 12 years old, 1979. She said they starved a lot after the war. The South treated a lot of people bad, not South but North treated people badly. They were put in these certain camps, like do hardcore labor work. Yeah, and some reason they fled to Hong Kong and then ended up in Canada. Yeah, that too, huh? The Korean War. Oh, you're back. What you up to? Yeah, actually like to do a little bit of history on the Korean War too. I should watch a little bit more movies on that. We did actually free South Korea. Yeah, you guys did do that. Money coming in. He was in Korea back in when the war was going on. Yeah, that's like Japan War too, huh? Like World War Two. When you guys bombed Japan, now you guys are good friends with them. I think most of those wars were because of China, huh? China was like feeding like the North Koreans weapons. Same thing with the North Vietnam. Same thing with the Russians or Soviet Unions, whatever they were. Japan is a puppet government now. Yeah, they're pretty much like our government in Canada. We got a weak government right now. I hope the Trudeau government loses this time. I can't stand the Trudeaus. They ruined the Western Canada so badly, especially when his dad was in power. But the thing in Canada, one leader can. It's not like the United States where you guys have two terms. If you keep winning, you can stay as leader in Canada. So if Trudeau won, that'd be like his fourth term. That's the part I don't like about. It should be just a time limit for leaders and time to go. It feels like a dictatorship when you have someone there for 10 years plus. Yeah, I seen some of that too. When China invaded, not China, Japan invaded China, they wiped out a lot of people there, huh? Especially during World War II. Maybe that's why China hates them so much now. That's why they always have tension between Japan and China. Oh, wait, the food's whole. Okay. Yeah. Well, I hope some of these wars they don't go any farther than where they are right now. You don't want these wars getting worse. And you'll have like a World War III. Israel is so sure pounding the shit out of Lebanon right now, huh? Yeah, they came right back into World War II. Like wasn't even long, huh? After World War One, they kind of refocused and made a new plan and started a war again. If they would have won the part in the Soviet Union, probably would be a different kind of world today, huh? If they would have conquered Russia, that that's who made them tear down the wall when it was West Germany and East Germany. Yeah, those were crazy times. Well, how long do you think this Ukraine Russian war going to last? I wonder if it'll get bigger on Russian territory. I remember, I think I was young when that Berlin Wall came down. I remember it. I can't remember exactly what year. Same thing, the collapse of the Soviet Union. But our country is so stupid in Canada. They should have a strong military, but they don't. One day they're going to pay the price for that. One day you'll get invaded by Russia and we'll be screwed. They should build a strong army for the size of the country. Can't rely on other countries. Yeah, it's not bad evening. Nice and cool. Not too hot, not too cold. What else is going on tonight? Not much. Weekend coming. I guess I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the weekend. We got a holiday, I think, on Monday. We got Thanksgiving Day here. And I think you guys got it on a different date in the States. We got one person on, not too bad. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, lots going on right now. Well, what in Lebanon, I guess they're getting bombed badly, yeah. But Israel's just wiping them out. I think. I think Israel's gonna take over all that land there. I have a feeling. Like all that land between. I bet after Lebanon, they'll go after Syria. I say that war will get a little bigger. Yeah, probably they should head for Afghanistan next. Yeah, America shouldn't pull out of there, huh? Biden shouldn't pull out the troops from there. They could have used those troops around that area. But in Syria, there wasn't isn't there still like 1,000 Russians there? So if they try to conquer Syria next, yeah, I think we went there as peacekeepers. I think. Yeah, everyone pulled out. A lot of people say it was a bad mistake. It might be. Nobody will know till if anything happens. Well, I thought Iran was a lot stronger than what they are, but Iran not as strong as I think they are. Oh, India has nukes. India has a lot of has a big army, but I think for a small army like Israel, fuck, they kicked a lot of people's asses. That's a tiny country, and they're very smart in military. I think what is it? United States got the top military. I don't know what China has for weapons because never seen them in a real war. And Russia, they're kind of having problems with Ukraine, huh? So maybe United States. I put UK and India in the next two lines, 2 and 3. Even Pakistan has nukes, I think. Yeah, I seen that. Right at that mountain border somewhere there, they were having a conflict. Didn't they have like a war a long time ago in that area between China and India? India going. I think they're going to be like they're going to take over China for economically. That's where everybody's going to start buying their things from. Yeah, that'd be a first place where a war breaks open between those two countries. They call this Sino War. Oh, okay. That was in the 50s and 60s? Yeah. So how strong do you think Iran is? You think they're not as strong as people think they are? I think they're like Iraq. Remember when Iraq was old talk? He's the engineering. Wow, engineering in the house. They have a okay Air Force, I guess. Don't they have F-14 Tomahawk? But I never seen them use their Air Force yet. That's the thing. I'm not even sure they have an Air Force. That's why I think they're scared of Israel, because they don't have the Air Force. I think Israel's the one that has the Air Force. Is the cow, isn't it? Okay. No one is no one of the Lord. Yep, you read some of the prophecies. You already got about 3 or 4 of those countries having war with each other. That they say they're supposed to invade Israel. Hmm. I see. We got one person on your 6 likes. Oh, not too bad of a stream. He's not oh, he's a human. Okay. Was he like a great leader or something? But he loves the cow's milk cream. Okay. What else is on? What else is going on? Or a scarce animal, I believe. Imagine it would be a scarce animal with all the beef. Everybody wants hamburgers. That's like a lot of Asian countries. You go to McDonald's, you see a lot of chicken. They do have burgers, but they got more chicken than burgers. Same thing with the Jollibees in the Philippines. More chicken than burgers. Chicken is big there. Yeah, it just comes out natural. It's like the UK, they talk slower. Americans talk just normal. We talk a little faster. I think the Australians talk like the UK. And it depends what part of the country you're from. I thought goat was one of the greatest animals. A million words a minute. That's like that. That's like the Filipinos. Oh, they talk so fast. I tried learning their language one time, huh? Oh, I quit. I only can get like 1 or 2 words out of it. Especially listen to them talk. I gave up on that after. Yeah, the East Indian guys here, ones that speak English, yeah, they're a little bit slower. Are you asking me what I do for a living? I'm semi-retired. I work in the oil field part-time. I did that for over 20 years. Filipino name Mary Smith. Yeah, right. Maria Smith. Where'd she get the last name Smith from? There, they got like 10 different languages. But in the big cities, they speak English. You don't have a problem with the English part. But when you get farther away from the cities, oh, I got a friendly grandpa. He's calling me grandpa now, or grandpa. I'm not that old to be a grandpa yet. Maybe I am. Poseidon, okay. She was from, yeah, that's in Cebu. They speak that language. Like not quite southern, but middle of Philippines. Cebu. What else is there? Iloilo. There's a few other places that speak that. Even northern Mindanao speaks Visayas. Okay, if you're under 18, then yeah, I can be your grandpa. Yeah, most of the central area is Visayas and northern Mindanao because that's where I stayed at. I stayed in Cagayan de Oro, and most people spoke Visayas. But you do have a bit of Muslim people there too. And farther south you go is mostly Muslim. But some areas are for foreigners, they shouldn't be in those areas. Like it's okay to go to Davao City, Cagayan de Oro, Bukidnon, but when you go down to Zambola, you shouldn't go alone. No, I don't know too much about Hinduism. I don't know too much about that. But you can tell us. Yeah, I was actually in the Philippines that year. I think that was 2015 when that all broke out. They had martial law all around there. When you were traveling, took forever to just get to like out of the city to the next province because there was checkpoints almost every 20 minutes. They were looking for anybody that were terrorists. Yeah, I was in the Philippines that time when that war broke out. See a lot of foreigners. They just fled. I stayed around. I stayed around for another 7 months that time. Just it turned into martial law after that. They were trying to keep all them out of Cagayan de Oro. So every entrance to CDO, there were checkpoints. You go farther south in the Philippines, they got those rebels, extreme groups. They fight with the Filipino military. Okay, what you have here? I think it is available in English. You can read it. Okay. Can I play it like on audio and just let it play? I know they have a lot of books like that. Yeah, actually they are. They're pretty good military. They should have a lot of U.S. training, huh? Because they do got American bases there now. They reopened all those old American bases that Duterte got rid of. Like when Marcos Jr., he reopened all those. I know there's a base in Mindanao. Is that Subic Bay? Somewhere, but one by Angeles. There should be one more somewhere else there. Oh, and horses and warriors. That's like the native days in Canada, United States, when they fought against the British. It was like horses and ancient warriors on horses fighting with bow and arrows and spears. Actually, I just got my phone here. I would have to end the stream to go look for it. That's a lot of work for an old guy to do. I'm only joking. We got 4 people on, 6 likes. Right in the vehicle and another one with the weapon. Okay. Okay. So did America have to fight for that for the Philippines back then when they claimed it before they gave it back to them? Read the book for me. Oh, that's too much reading. Young guys ask for a lot from old people. Gotta be audio on that so I can tell you the story. 1898. I was in a museum there, huh? Showed about when Japan invaded them. So what happened over that Cuba War? That's one war I don't really know too much about. How it all became. I know Cuba is very poor. They were like in a revolution last year. Did you read that? That's too much to read, my friend. I'm old. Young guys like you should be reading. The Cuba War. Sorry, I'm in Spain. I never read it, so I don't understand yet. There's too much to read. We were in Cuba and the Philippines fighting at the same time. After Spain gave them up, raised American troops, so now both. I know Cuba is cut off from the rest of the world, or most of the world anyway, especially the United States. Wasn't there a sub that a Russian sub that kind of landed by Cuba last year? The Americans were very upset. Yeah, the Philippines is very poor. I've been in some of the very, very poor areas there. Like in some of the villages, they got like tin roofs and like bamboo and hollow block houses. Yeah, that I remember that part. I think I read somewhere after World War II, somewhere in the 50s, the Soviet Union were thinking about attacking America, but never happened. It was crazy when I was in 2000 when I was in the Philippines. I think it was 2015, huh? I don't know. Western countries got this kind of news. Russia was on a alert of attack, a nuclear attack from UK at the time, but it never happened. I think the UK were going to attack them. Yeah, it made a lot of news in Asia at the time. UK was they were going to attack Russia, but it never happened. Hiding submarines there too, being trained to survive a nuclear blast. I think if there was a nuclear blast, nobody would really survive. It's most of America's big nuclear weapons are like central United States, away from the big cities. Yeah, I mean, if they're lucky to survive, yeah, if they nuke New York, like all the silos, aren't they? Like in Montana and other places like Arizona. Every U.S. gold reserve is a target. Yeah, probably all their oil refineries too, huh? Would be targets. Like all the like in Texas, all those oil refineries and New Orleans and all that places, all the places that got oil, they would probably try to cut off oil to the North America if there was an attack. Yeah, it's crazy how the everything about wars now. 100 kings and on the other side 5 kings. Oh my God, that's crazy. 100 kings against 5 kings? Holy. Yes, I hear you. I'm reading. You still call me Grandpa. Oh my God. Can you call me Gramps for short? I think it's cooler. And in the 80s too, everybody forgets about that. I remember that one. Nicaragua. As well. And we finished it. Yeah, the French like starting things. And you guys end up finishing everything. So who takes over the canal after it expires? Isn't there another canal they can build? I think it's in northern Canada, between Canada and Russia. That would cut off a lot of time, like by ship for transferring goods. 18 people were died. Oh my God, an 18-day war. That's a short war. Well, guys, I think I'm going to start. We'll watch some football. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm going to let you guys go for now. And peace. Stay safe.